Good evening. Happy Monday. It is 8 p.m. Well, a little behind 8 p.m. You know how us ladies do sometimes. I like to welcome y'all to Queens. Of course, everyone possibly know who I am. If you don't, my name is Peach. I am the founder of House of Peach, and I am happy to be here to host tonight and be on this panel with these lovely ladies that have been giving you so much great information. I hope you are liking, sharing, jotting down notes, and just overall intaking all the knowledge and wisdom of these women. I'm going to bring the panel on and I'm going to be navigating the show tonight. So, tonight's topic is, because the holiday season is coming and whether you celebrate or not, it can be trying and taxing. When you celebrate, it's so much to do. When you don't celebrate, it's so many opportunities missed because everybody else is celebrating. so, so the topic for tonight is how to stay grounded during the holidays as a female entrepreneur. How do we stay grounded? How do we still power through, take care of our responsibilities during the holiday if you have any? And how do we maintain and still make what did we say? Coin during this time, right? So, hi panel. How are y'all doing tonight?
Hello.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Good.
power through this one because I know, it's already what is it, November 10th?
It is.
Everybody's probably always already scrambling to pull it together, get the turkey, figure out the sides, figure out who we inviting, who we not inviting, figure out who's gonna help, or we're not figuring out nothing. but
Yeah, I mean, I literally just ran to go buy some chairs off Facebook Marketplace today because I was like, wait, we have 6 people, 6 chairs. We have 4 people coming, so we need 10 chairs. Yeah. So
yes, the holidays can be a bit much. Can be a bit much, but you know what? We have to, as women, always find the balance, right? Always. It's always about balance. So, my first question for tonight is what does being grounded mean to you personally during the holiday season? How do you stay grounded? Um, I'm going to go with Michelle because I know she has a unique perspective, and I
Get
think she's going to teach us a lot
Get her.
tonight.
Let her go first.
Well, I stay grounded during the holiday season just like I stay grounded the rest of the time. I don't really celebrate the holidays. I find that, in part, for me to stay grounded, I avoid places where there's a lot of people. I really don't like crowds. I really don't like Christmas music. and I just sort of like do me. I do me. I continue to do the things that I like, I enjoy doing, and the things that I know that I find, for lack of a better word, irritating. I just avoid them. Like I might go to one or two get-togethers, but particularly as a holiday quote unquote thing, hey, it's just another day. It just means that I have to navigate around other people so that they can enjoy it. I'm not a hater. If you love Christmas and then you love the holidays and you like that, hey, more power to you. I don't. So, I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade, but at the same point in time, I'm just not going to give in to that. So that's how I stay grounded.
Thank you, Michelle. You know what? Mariah Carey, if she ever sees this, she's going to come and kill me and Michelle because I don't like Christmas music either. I can't stand it. It is repetitive and I'm just tired of it. So Kanisha, oh, you're eating. Stay
It's
eating.
okay.
I'm gonna call Ariel.
it's fine.
Ariel, how do you stay grounded?
So really, it's only been because I'll be honest with you, I come from a very traditional family. Um, Traditional read a little bit of internalized misogyny, in that, like, the men sit back and, like, watch the sports and the women do all the cooking. And I mean, and when I tell you, like, when I say traditional, like, what do you mean you didn't make your cranberry sauce from scratch? Like, I can't even talk about what do you mean, like, you bought 3 cubed bread, like, you bought 3 sliced greens. That's insane. So, like, we do, like, everything. Like, you have to do, like, every single thing. And I was, like, started being like, really walk me through how is this fair to us? You know, like, to my mom, who was old school and who was like, what do you mean? I was like, I feel like we should get it catered. I would pay any amount of money not to spend all day doing all this work. Like, this is not my Christmas. So, staying grounded is really recognizing my capacity, and it is my limited and lessening by the second capacity, to care for big grown men who could be in there doing their own thing. And by, like, making a more realistic amount of work. But I still want all the magic of the holidays. I really do. And I am somebody who loves the holidays. What I love about it, though, is the opportunity to, like, spend time with family. I am somebody who shows care through cooking. So I like to cook. But it can't be so insane that we can't actually enjoy it. And, like, Thanksgiving is one thing, because I feel like the holiday is kind of built around the food. But, like, Christmas, like, y'all want to wake up and have, like, a fancy Christmas brunch. Y'all want to, like, have some snacks in the middle. Y'all want to have, like, big Christmas dinner. Who is signing me up for all of this? No, thank you. So, just being like, here's what I got on it, and I can't do all of this, and y'all have, like, banging presents, and like, it's just something's got to give. So.
Thank you, Ariel. All right, Kanisha.
So, how I stay grounded during the holidays. Um, I would say the last couple years have been different. So I would say I'm going to just focus on now, these last couple years. How I stay grounded during the holidays is just kind of like Miss Michelle said. I did grow up with holidays and all those kind of things. I do like Christmas music, but I just be minding my business. Like, like my kids now may go to their father's side of the family with their father. It doesn't matter to me, but I'll still cook like a small meal because I did used to cook like everything, everything. Like Ariel saying, I'm talking about like everything. And the thing is, it switched to that years ago when I went gluten free. So when I mean everything was cooked from scratch, but it had to be gluten free and dairy free. But because I used to cook it all the opposite way from what I can eat now. So they get like their favorites for Thanksgiving, and I just be watching TV, dancing to music with the music blaring. When I'm done, I'm done. Hey kids, I'm done. Like literally, I guess their tradition is to wait, kind of stay hungry so they can eat. Like they eat a little bit of breakfast, but then they stay hungry and wait for me to get done. That whole thing. We watch whatever's on TV. Like you just never know. Like I'm a tomboy, so I could watch. You might be watching Transformers, Marvel, nothing prissy, like I said, blaring music, making TikToks. I don't know. Me staying grounded is literally just me minding my business.
Thank you, Kanisha.
I love that.
You know what?
No,
I'm gonna agree with you, Kanisha. During the holiday, I kind of mind my business and hide. I'm like this.
Yeah,
My kids are grown, so I'll, like you said, make a little bit of food, and everybody go somewhere else. Like go to your dad's, go to your grandma's, go to the neighbors, and I'm just ducking down like this, looking to see who's, I'm not available. So that's how I kind of cope, and I agree with Michelle. I don't want to participate anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired of the labor of being the one with this burden of cooking everything. I'm tired of having to do all the extra stuff around the house, the decorate. I'm just tired. So yeah, I kind of hide and mind my business.
Yeah.
My mother was one who liked to do all that stuff. And, I was her official taster. And someone said, "Oh, don't you want to cook?" I said, "No, um, but my mother enjoyed all that stuff. But often I would sit there and I go like, damn, she works so hard. I mean, when did she get to just sort of sit down and chill and relax? But it was like her mission to do all this stuff.
Right.
And I always said, you know what? I'm not feeling that, so, but no, my mother was one of those ones who really did that. And after she passed, I think my sister tried to do it a couple times, and it was like, seeing these people once a year, it was okay when my mother was there, but the rest of the time I really don't want to see anyhow. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, but yeah, I mean, you see in the roles and that you see so many women who, I mean, that's something about it's like a badge of courage. They cooked from dawn till dusk, and they put up all decorations, and they did all this stuff. And it's like, really take me out, take me out to dinner. Let somebody bring it to the table, Yeah.
So what happened in my family is it used to be, so like my grandfather has like a million, he's like one of 10, and more than half of them are girls. And so like I really grew up with the kind of the vibe was that they like all the women would work together to make the meal. And when it's 6 of y'all, that's fine. But when it's just like me and my mom trying to do that same level of stuff, like I'm like, I don't like, where's our part? Like, what is our Thanksgiving? Like, where's our holiday where we just get to sit back and wait for it to all come? Like, I wanted there to be like magic for my kids for like around like Christmas. And I wanted there to be like family warmth around Thanksgiving, but it cannot come from all this work that I do that's completely unappreciated. So like, I mean, I bet you like, I mean, I think that because when my Aunt Bobby was alive, that was the oldest of my grandfather's sisters, like, it was a different vibe. Like it was like lots of people coming together, like everybody's making like one or two things and their specialties, and how that looks like. But that, I mean, that's also a whole other thing. The 50-person Thanksgiving is a whole other thing. That like we don't have that, but it's still, you got to jump through the hoops. My brother is a vegan. His kids are vegetarians. Now my stepdad's on the Mediterranean diet, but like he'll eat turkey, but he doesn't want, like, can we possibly not use? And it's just like, okay, can we go call Whole Foods? Like,
that's why I just mind my business. That's why I just mind my business. Gluten free and dairy free. I just mind my business. I cook my own food. I'm good.
Oh, and not to mention, as much as like Michelle, our parents used to do it or our grandparents, no one ever brings up, the physical torture on the body, like their swollen ankles,
Yes.
how their hands be swollen up after that, how their back is aching.
You better preach.
Can't even enjoy it, So
you don't even want to eat. You don't, because I used to cook all those meals you don't want to eat when you're done. Like,
right.
You're not even hungry anymore.
I'm not hungry.
Right.
I done tasted everything. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed.
Like everybody is sitting down starving because they've just been sitting there all day looking at you work. And
yeah,
now
waiting
like,
on you.
Can't eat. I'm so exhausted.
I'm tired. Like I'm ready to lay down. I'm ready to go to bed. Like I got the smallest plate or the biggest plate, thinking I'm gonna eat it all and only eat a little teeny bit of everything. Like it'd be a half a meatball missing, a little bit of. I get it. Yep. When did they talk about that? Like ankles and all of that kind of stuff. But and I can say my voice.
Over here is Queen Michelle, ordering in Chinese, watching some movies. Maybe I might make myself a mimosa. Chilling. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying like, hey, if you want to bring me a plate, okay, fine.
If not, I got something coming.
Hey, it's good. I'm all good.
That's hilarious.
It is.
It sure is.
So my next question, do you feel unique pressures as a woman entrepreneur during the holidays? Any unique pressures? I'm going to go with Ariel. I see you shaking your head.
Yeah. So like, I'll be honest, like November, December aren't really busy seasons for my business. Like, usually by like Halloween is kind of like usually where like I'm kind of hitting like my like like the high point. Like I get a lot of people who want Halloween costumes, a couple of people who have some events in like the winter, but that's not really big for me. So by the holidays, like when I'm relying on my business as my only income, it'd be tight. Like it's tight. So usually I actually do a lot of like Christmas shopping like in the summer. Like that's just kind of what I do. Like I buy stuff like all year because like prom season, like spring summer is like where it's big for me. So yeah, like November, December is tough just from like the like just how my business flows and when I have more and less money. And by November, December, I'm usually like running on fumes and waiting for that next project to kind of come along. So that's really hard. So I feel like that pressure, like, I don't know how everybody else's like business is, but like, because I have a kind of seasonal business that gets really hard. And the holidays are expensive. Like, there's so much, and I feel like there's a lot of pressure. So either to spend, lavishly, or to make, I get a lot of, oh, I thought you would make me some, like somebody literally was like, oh, you made your mom a quilt 2 years ago. I thought you would make me a quilt this year. I was like, whoa.
Where did you get that from?
Yeah, I was like, that was a crazy that was a crazy thing to say out loud.
What made you think that?
I was like, my mother bought a house for her for the first time in her life, and I wanted to give her a really like meaningful housewarming gift. And so I went with something traditional that took me months of work to accomplish. So what I don't understand, because you liked it so much. Got it. No. So
that don't make sense.
So like, I mean, and that's the other thing. And it's hard to have those conversations. It's like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't spend that much on you like that on the holidays. Like I've never given you a gift that was worth more than $100. Why would I give you something that was worth 20 of my hours? Like you didn't think it through. So that's the kind of pressure. Like people are like, oh, I really wanted, a handmade scarf. People in hell want ice sweater. Like everybody can't have what they want all the time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, for real, if you wanted something that was very labor, time, money intensive, that was a conversation for like August, not November. Mm-hmm. Like who's pulling a quilt out of like November for Christmas? Like I don't have a business and a job. Like what?
All right. Thank you, Ariel.
Sorry.
All right. Kanisha.
Can you repeat the question for me again, please?
Sure can. So, do you feel unique pressures as a woman entrepreneur during the holidays?
No. But no. Like, because I'm kind of like when Ariel just said what she said, like, what would make you think that I'm like, would you get me? Like, so I never like, I make sure like with recent incidents, I should say recent situations in my life, like my kids get things. There's certain, now granted, if I was built like that, I would have the cutest things for like, some people, but I'm also very picky. So I've realized within the last couple years with my business as an entrepreneur, I would like make, like I have an aromatherapy business. So sometimes, like the mothers would get like, and the grandmothers got like their own little basket, like they could reuse, but it was filled with like lip balm and spray, like stuff that I made, like stuff like that. In previous years, like the nieces and nephews got little things, but not recently. No, don't know my kids, and that's it. I'm not stressing myself out about making sure somebody else has something to make them smile just for holiday purposes when I can do that all year round. Like if I'm a love on you, I'm a love on you, and the holiday means no different to me. So if I'm gonna get you something, I'm gonna get it. I mean, yes, certain holidays can be like, oh, it's a perfect time to get a gift. It's a perfect time to be around family, but nah, I ain't worried about it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Michelle.
Well, I'll tell you. First of all, I give people things all year. I mean, if it's something I know that really, I might see something that I said, that's Ariel, and I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her. And I've taken jewelry off and given it to somebody who admired it. In the middle of summer. It doesn't matter about that. there might be one or two people who it's something that I know that I've seen and it's available and I find it and I do that for them. When I do shop, I try to support Black businesses, Black women businesses, Black women and queer businesses. Okay. And even then, like I said, it's not really, I'm doing that all year. I find that the holidays, though, sometimes can be a time of great opportunity. It is problematic for my podcast because people are always doing things. So I try to get them ahead of time. But what I also try to do is to focus that on the ones who are 501c3s and let them come on my show and do a pitch so that they can get those year-end donations. I also find that at that point in time, the only thing that I won't do is catering. But there are opportunities and jobs that people don't want to do. And if it's something that I don't mind doing and I hear and they're going like, oh, and my people want to take time off, sometimes I will say, well, you know, I am available to do this. Of course, you're going to pay me like time and a half. So I also find it is a time of great opportunity to look at other avenues to make money.
Wow. I love it. I love it. You know what? You all seem so grounded because. Okay. So for me, as you all know, right? I have a holiday party every year. So how y'all can just mind y'all business and check out, I can't check out. But my brain, because I go in, you know, you're trained to go into mommy mode. It's the holiday after Halloween. My brain wants to check out, but it can't because I have to have this holiday party. So I'm just conflicted at that time. No, you can't click your brain off. You got to focus on the holiday party. You can't just focus on your house. So it's like a battle for me towards the end. So yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. I wish I could be like you ladies and just move on from all the things, but I
didn't
can't.
move on. I'm with you. I have all the things. I still have all the family. I still have like I literally, me and my mom. I mean, and it'll be a little different this year because you know. But like we used to sit down and literally go over the Thanksgiving menu, and she would give me like, I mean, like it would be like this, like with staples in it, and I'd be like, no. Who is all of this food for?
No.
So I'm like, who's eating this? Like, who is this for? Like this one right here. Like, this is just me and you. We'll eat another time. Like, we will make that on a Thursday. I swear, I promise. It'll be, we have a whole week off. We'll make it. Like, stop.
And I'm like, y'all, I'm kind of like Miss Michelle, but I'm like y'all too. Like I do love holidays for purposes of people coming together, but I'm also the type that sometimes I don't have to be around people. And I've learned that being around everybody's energy ain't conducive to my lifestyle because I am content with myself. And I have realized that so I can stay home, make my own food. I ain't got to worry about being sick nowhere or asking people a bunch of questions. Would you put in this? Is this gluten free? Would you make, is this milk in here? Nah, I'm good. I'll just stay home, make my own food. I'm good. If somebody invites me, I'm not saying I won't go. You know what I mean? But I'm fine at home. Just give me my PJs and the remote and give me some food and my meds and, puff, pass right back to myself and I'm good.
See, you can't do that when you're having a holiday party for the LGBT community.
You cannot.
I can't avoid it. I can't puff pass. I can't do nothing.
I know, and I feel like we're having a Friendsgiving. Like I said, I just had to go get chairs to make sure we have enough seats for everybody in my house. Like it's important to me that when I have people like that, I want the people in my life to feel like they're welcome. And if I know I have people who, for whatever reasons, don't have family to be with, that I can be family for them. So like, I do feel like that pressure. I don't know if it's unique to me as an entrepreneur or it's just unique to me as a woman who feels like, well, this is a thing I can do. I do know how to cook. I do. I know I am going to bust it down for Thanksgiving at least. And I always have like space, like the whole everything I do in my spaces is to make them welcoming for people who, like people who I care about, and so that they want to be there, that they feel like I have a home away from home, or a family that loves them and cares for them, if they may not have that elsewhere.
I think that one of the biggest things to me about this whole holiday, whatever, is that often people wait until this time of year and do things that they don't do all year.
Why?
So, I'm going to tell you, like I said, throughout the year, I'm shopping Black, I'm shopping queer, I'm shopping women. I don't wait till just the holidays, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do that. I might not cook and do it, but if I know at one center, they have a dinner for people. Hey, I'm going to send them some food, because I know that there's some people who, not just during the holidays, but all the time, need that, or don't have something to go. So I think that my biggest thing is like, spread the cheer all around. And if you spread the cheer all year round, you are grounded. You don't feel pressure, because you are a part of a community and you're loving on your community 24/7, 365.
Excellent point. Thank you, Miss Michelle. Yeah, that's excellent. I don't know. I love everything y'all said. I wish I can be as confident as y'all, but when it comes to the end of the year and this holiday party for I and me, my brain wants to check out, my wig wants to blow off, and my mind is caught between being a female entrepreneur and maintaining a 501c3, and just being a mother of the community, a sister, a cousin, and just giving away everything. So that's just where I am even right now as
Are
we
you
move
talking
into
about the
November.
party? You talking about the party, the IME?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
the one that we all might have a table together. I know I'm
Mhm.
coming. I got you.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yep.
Mhm.
The planning is
Oh,
now.
yeah,
There's no
I'm
checking
always
out.
good for
Well, so, and I'll bet
Huh.
you,
I'm always good
I
for
guess,
one good party to roll up in there being fabulous. Okay.
Right, right.
I'm always good for one good party where I'm going to show up, show up,
Okay,
show out, but you
okay,
could
Miss
do that
Michelle.
if you did it in July. That might be my party. I'm always, there's nothing like, just showing up and being fabulous. That's part of being a queen, Okay? There's yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. And listen, I love it. I love you guys. Y'all have all these wonderful perspectives. But even with that, when you putting together the party, you can't show up being lovely. You at the last minute put that last thing up, and then you running into the bathroom because you don't have time to run home to get dressed. You in the bathroom getting dressed, your wig probably like this, but you pull it together at the split
Slippers on,
second.
no slippers on with the dress, no shoes.
Yes. Dress unzipped. Someone
you're
from the party
you're
is like,
greeting the first guest, the ones who show up to help. You're like, oh my God. So if you could just watch that for a second, I'm gonna go change real quick.
yes.
Like you have your makeup half on, or you have like no makeup, but you're dressed.
No
and you're like,
makeup.
just 1 second. I just need,
Yes.
oh my God. If you could just give me 10 whole minutes together.
And
I will be
everybody's
all-
looking for you.
I'll be it. I got you.
So I'm going to
my
be like,
God.
okay, I will tell you. I went on a tour of one of Aretha Franklin's houses. And they said that there was this one room. This house she only uses for clothes and parties. And she had a place where she stood and looked out the window to make sure that everybody was there. Then she made her grand entrance. That's me.
I love it.
That sounds like Miss Michelle.
Yeah, no, I wish. It's me like standing in front of a hot stove with like, I've had a chance to like shower and change, but like I'm like still got like, like a bonnet on my head, and I'm like, oh my God, if you like, okay, cool. There's these hors d'oeuvres, and now I'll be right back. If you could just set that table. Watch you. The food is gonna be banging. I just need 10 minutes. Right.
Yeah, the food is going to be banging, but I don't know if I'm going to be looking banging. I'm just here. Catch
Nope.
me in 2-3 hours. All right. So the next question How do you recognize when you're starting to lose your sense of balance or peace during this season? When you know you off kilter and you just trying to pull it all together. I'm gonna go with Kanisha.
How do I know? I'm just not here. I'm not myself and I can feel it. Um and I would say this goes for whether this is any season or not. This is just me. Um I feel unbalanced. If you are really intact and in love with yourself, self-love, I always preach in empowerment within, you can tell when you're off. I feel different. I don't feel connected with myself. I feel like I'm not focused. I don't feel as grounded as I should be, if that makes sense. So when it comes to like this, like a holiday season or any time of the year, so it's just I just feel off. I be feeling like not myself. I be like, I'm not smiling today. Like I don't wanna like I don't if I don't want to eat, it's a problem. Like if I don't want to eat, there's clearly something wrong. If y'all see I'm not eating, something's wrong. Like, so that's a big thing for me. Like, and then just and I know sometimes I need to sleep, but if I sleep a lot, I know I'm tired because I can't function. Like for me, it's just with my health issues. My body tells me a lot because I don't take meds. I have nothing to suppress my emotions or the way that my body feels. So when something happens, I truly feel it. I just feel off. I just don't feel the same.
Thank you, Kanisha. Let's go with Miss Michelle.
Well, I agree with it can happen anytime, but I think that especially during this time of year when I do what I don't do, I find myself in somebody's mall and I'm watching people just act horribly, and I'm ready to shout, yeah, and Merry effing Christmas to you too. I take a breath and I find something kind to do. Usually it's with a kid or it's like something to help somebody to sort of like, okay, this is me. And then I go home. I'm going like, okay, take that energy, turn it around. You should that be your inside voice. Now your outside voice go like, well, you be nice to your mom. Quit yelling and screaming. Santa will watch. Something pleasant. I'll just sort of say, let me do something pleasant. Tell a woman, hey, girl, I see what you're doing. You're really going to cook a meal today. More power to you. Something nice to somebody. And then I go home.
Thank you. Ariel.
So I really do enjoy the holidays. Like when when everybody's doing their part. Like I think that's what's good, right? Like my sons are older and now instead of just sitting, like they were never ones to want to sit back and watch us work. But now that like, they're able to come in and be like, oh, well, how do you make that? And then I'm enjoying teaching them the things the same way I learned, like, oh yeah, absolutely, come in, here's how you make a roux. This is based like for so many things. But if you want to make gravy, if you want to make mac and cheese, this is how you do it. This is how you start. And like that, like kind of involve them in it. But like when I notice that I'm like not feeling it, like I don't know how else to say it, like where I'm just not finding joy in it anymore. Like I'm not looking forward to like the shot when all of it feels like a chore. I'm like, okay, I need to stop and reset. And I like to do something like maybe look at like a list for like, to get a Christmas present for like a kid who needs it or something like that. Like maybe I might go volunteer at, serving food or something. Changemaker does, this is the second year coming up on a bike giveaway for kids. By the way, just to plug, anybody who wants to support, please let me know. But where we give away a bike, a helmet, Christmas PJs, and a present to the children of the community whose parents wouldn't otherwise be able to get them a Christmas present. And that kind of work always like fills me back up. It just makes me, it's like there's no reason to feel ungrateful. Like my children they're spoiled, but they're not like, they understand where they are privileged and are able to kind of be reflective about that and say, oh, So we could have nothing, but instead we have each other, we have a warm house, we have
Mhm.
internet, and like, I've also gotten out of the habit of giving them stuff for Christmas. So that's not usually what it is. Usually we choose some experiences that we would like to have during the year. Like we go camping, or we'll go to, like, we're nerds, so we'll go like to the Ren Fair. We might not even go to a local one. We might go far. Like one year we went to Maryland. I think we're planning on going.
Hey.
Yeah. Um, but so like we'll do an experience together. We'll say, hey, I bought you this like cake pop maker, but I want to spend some time cooking some things with you and doing some recipes with you, that kind of thing. And I think that kind of also, like, when they're like, oh yeah, I absolutely want to do that. And this year we're actually not even doing a bunch of gifts. It used to be we did something you want, something you need, something to wear, and something to read, like once they were kind of bigger. But now I'm like, we're going to do a white elephant. So it's really going to be like cutthroat and much more fun, and not nearly the same like kind of capitalistic pressure to give good gifts. But yeah, I recognize when I'm losing my peace, when I'm starting to hate like all of the things, and I'm not excited for any of that, like the stuff that I normally would be excited for. And I just kind of have to like sit back, reset, and appreciate, like where I am, and that my family is healthy, and that they are together, and that we have, that we're able to buy Christmas presents for each other, and to show that we care, and to have experiences throughout the year that are meaningful to us and help us build our bonds.
Thank you, Ariel.
I like how you have experiences throughout the year. And I think it especially, and you go and do things throughout the year because, I've worked for a social services organization, and it's important that you show up above and beyond just at the holidays, because people sort of think like, well, here they come, and then nobody thinks about them the rest of the year. So when you show up and you've got your kids, your sons are showing up, that's what it's about. That's what it's about,
Mhm. Yep. I mean, that you know how it is. Like when you're, I don't know, when your kids, when you have like, when you do like nonprofit work, or around like nonprofit work, things that like causes that you care about, you do it. Your parents do it. Your kids do it. Everybody's doing it. Like my sons have put together blessing bags of food kits for Thanksgiving, giving away coats for winter, like winter coats for kids. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
They've done all of the things. They understand what it means to, yeah. And then, like I said, and we try to check in with each other. It's like, hey, so like, instead of me spending like whatever it is, like $200 on you each for Christmas, wouldn't you rather go to Bar Harbor and then do a whale watching tour and go kayaking? And then, for birthdays, instead of me giving you a video game, wouldn't you rather go to the Ren Fair and have some money to spend there, or go to this other festival? Like, like, wouldn't that be more fun to go to Comic-Con? Like, do we want to plan, And they're like, okay, cool. I was like, so what if we do low key Christmas, and then we'll plan to go to California next year, and that happens when it happens, and we'll save this money, and this is what we're going to do together. And I mean, truthfully, like, I love my boys, and they pick hanging out with me over hanging out with their friends sometimes. I'm like, that's a little bit weird. I understand that I'm very cool, but
Mhm. Yeah, I get that.
But they're like, no, we do such cool things together that I don't want to miss
Mhm.
out on that. And I was like, all right, I love that.
I get that. I love that because, like, I have boys too, so we do things throughout the year. Not like we're not like trip people. We're
You know?
just like we spend time in we spend quality time together, making sure that we watch movies and eat. And like you were saying for the holidays, like they know how to, like my boys know how to make a pot roast. They know how to, when I'm making a roux for my macaroni and cheese. Granted, mine's different, but my boys know how to, make gluten-free, dairy-free meals, like they can get down in the kitchen too. Like my baby boy is learning a little more now, but my oldest can cook, and just learning different things and doing different things. Like I don't go places, like we make TikToks, like, like we make memories those kind of ways. Like we ride around and do things. I'm always at their events. And like you said, like making like blessing bags, like my kids go with me when I did my coat drive to help the unsheltered, when I'm taking food. Like they understand like different things. Like they understand that they're grateful. So if they don't get something, they're not necessarily upset because they see what others don't have. So they're okay with not having, because what they have is more than more than what someone else doesn't have. So I feel you on that, Ariel, because I'm like that too a lot.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, again, I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are so patient, so kind. But when I lose my sense of balance during the holidays in the house, I don't know. I just get impatient. I just start yelling. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. Help me with this. Do this. Oh my God, we're running out of time. How? That's me. And for my nonprofits, I kinda get impatient there. But of course, we are all adults. You don't want to yell at adults. So I get very quiet. And then my team will look at me like, are you okay? Do I look okay? Is it something that you could be doing?
Is my wig crooked?
Could you please help me with this? Thank you. Like, I get very sarcastic. So I love how y'all keep it all together. But for me, I guess because I'm the one that assumes most of the tasks for no reason at all, I freak out once I have to execute all of them. So I got to do a little bit better than that with all of that. But all right. So the next question: how do you ask for and accept help or support during the season? If you need help, how do you ask for it? Who do you ask for it? How do you go about it? I need to be really listening to this and learn from you guys. I'm going to go with Ariel.
So that would be where I'm struggling, because no, for real, because I think I'm one of those who, like, I love to like sit down, make lists and figure out who's doing what and have a good plan. But I'm also somebody who likes things done a certain way. And I mean, I guess I care about the result of the done, not necessarily the process of the done, but I can't stand for, and anybody who's ever had teenagers, they're like the ruler, like they are so good at 90% of the task. You know what I mean? Like, like, oh yeah, like I washed the dishes, I put them in the dish drain, but I didn't do them quite right. Like there's always just a little bit of something left over for you to do. And so, so really I try to set expectations. Like I need all of the tasks complete. And I do, and I ask, I mean, and I really kind of reach out to like everybody, like, hey, this is really hard. That would be, my children's dad. That would be, my friends and family. Like, and I'm trying to also communicate what my capacity is. I'm not perfect. I'm not always great at that. Sometimes I'm under deliver, like over promising myself. You know what I mean? Like I don't really have as much capacity as I say I am going to. And then I'm like, all right, I needed to walk that back. I lied. I was wrong. I thought I could do like 10 things. I got 7. So somebody's going to have to do these other 3. I don't have and them left. So, but I try to communicate that clearly. I'm blessed because like I said, my kids are older. I don't have little kids anymore. I remember very vividly feeling so overwhelmed by not having the help, and it being really important to me that things happened at like this standard, like up here. And if I didn't do them, then they didn't get done like this. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. Like, like why do we have to wrap the presents? Because Santa wraps looky here, can you just do, because it's important to me that they get wrapped, like whatever it is, like, because I'm asking for a thing, it should be easy to accomplish, especially if we spend some time. Like, so I was thinking we could do, oh, well, I was going to do something else. It's like, well, when is the other work going to get done then? Like, or who's going to pay for that? Well, I didn't think that they, with their grades, they deserved that much. It's like, well, that's nice of you to decide on your own without consulting me. Just that kind of thing, like, was really hard for me. So now I'm just like, so here's what I can do. Here's what I'm hoping gets done. Where can you all step in to fill in this gap? And sometimes I'm wrong and I'm like, oh, sorry, I thought I was going to be able to do this part too, but nope, it's back on the table.
Thank you,
I
Ariel.
mean, I don't know. I'm not. Like, I'll be honest, because I want it done how I want it done, and so I try really hard to ask for the help I need. But
All right, we're gonna go with Miss Michelle. I know she got the advice that we both need.
Well, I think that there's a part of being patient with yourself and giving yourself grace and giving other people grace. Often when I tell people, well, I don't celebrate Christmas, and I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. And often I find that sort of puts people in that position to like, well, why don't you celebrate it? And then they almost like they have to defend why. And to let people know that it's okay for us to be different and that I can respect what you do
Mm-hmm.
and what you believe in. And, I ask the same for me, so I don't, and no, and they'll people, well, you can come to my house, but I don't want to come to that. And it's nothing against you, or, oh, you should come to my church. I don't want to go to your church. But to find a way to have grace and to have grace with others so that we understand each other better. And I think that's just like a huge thing. And to let people know the things that really matter to me. Sometimes if I have it, I'm going to help every nonprofit I can. But if I don't have it, I might tell you, this nonprofit needs bikes. I know you got something to do with bikes. Could you connect with them, or to be able to make those connections in that spirit of. But I think it's like about giving yourself grace and being able to give others grace as well.
Thank you, Miss Michelle. All right, Kanisha.
How I asked for help. So I'm kind of like Ariel in a sense. I'm picky. So when I'm in the kitchen, I like stuff done a certain way. Or when I'm doing something, if I'm cooking or whatever. And like I said, I like stuff done a certain way. So in a sense, like my boys, like I told you, they wait to eat, right? So in order to eat faster, you got help. Like I'm gonna cook, but I need somebody to wash the dishes. So like wash this for me. They know, like they be on it. Somebody come wash this. Somebody come dump the trash. Like wipe the counter off. Like I clean up after myself as I'm going, but I need help so I can keep going to the next task or the next meal or the next food or the next item that's on the list so I can hurry up and get it done. Because when you cook a lot of food or whatever, you need like there's certain ways you do stuff. Like you don't cook the bread first. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be cold by the time you don't the fried chicken's last because it's not gonna be crunchy. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing when you're doing certain stuff. So it's just like certain things that you do. My boys do help and they've helped me for years, especially my oldest. Like he's known to like wash this dish, go grab this out the fridge, do this, that. I just need help putting stuff somewhere. Grab me a permanent marker so I can write on top of the aluminum foil, this is the mac and cheese, put it on the table. Like as long as you can do the small things, like Ariel saying for me, because everything else I got because I'm picky. As long as you can do the small things for me, I really don't, because I don't be caring half the time. So I really don't need help. I just need that little bit of that little bit of help that my boys are willing to help with because they know it makes them eat faster, and I can be done a lot faster if you help me because I'm not washing the dishes and dumping the trash and cleaning off this and picking this up and do it. No, I'm just cooking. You just helping me along the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, you know what? This question here, I guess we ain't gonna find a solution because I have issues with asking for help too because I'm picky. And when it comes, well, on the nonprofit side, we kind of delegate whatever your strengths are, that's what you do. But what I do, I don't want anyone in there because I need it done a specific way. And if you tie that bow the wrong way, I'm going to go behind you and retie it. And that could be 15 bows, 16 bows later. I'm still behind you retying it. If it's not the tablecloth ain't placed right, if the balloon looks crazy, so I got to do that myself. And as far as in my home, oh my God, I'm like a little mini terrorist. I can admit it. Everything got to be a certain way. Food got to be in specific dishes with lids, and it got to look pretty. um I guess the only person that could probably help me and understand and take the brunt of the madness is my partner. Like, okay, well, she likes it right here in this specific spot, in this bowl, put it in that. We gotta have everything cleaned up, make sure there ain't no lint here on this, and make sure everything is okay. Is the reef on the door? Is this that? So yeah, I'm poor with asking for help. So I don't know if it's somebody watching or will watch later. Put in the comments what we need to do that'll open us up to asking for help, because so far, really, besides Michelle, the rest of us, we don't. We're not good at that.
Leave me alone.
I can tell you the one thing that works, and if you have like supportive people around you, it can help, because like I'm not good at asking for help, but I am good at communicating that maybe I have diminished capacity because I am feeling overwhelmed. And what Lee does, for me is to say, and I do for her too, okay, so what's on your list? Like, what are all of the things that you have to do? Because it's like, oh my God, I'm like so busy. It's too many things. And like, I don't have time for that. Or I'm really feeling like I don't, have capacity for extra things. And it's like, okay, so what's on your list? Oh, and you hit it and it's like, okay, well, I'll take this and this off of your list. Does that help you? So that is one thing that we do for each other. That was not, I couldn't have said, hey, can you do one of these things? But in that context, I am able to say, yeah, there's not any reason that I have to be the one to do that. Yes, absolutely, you can do that. Thank you so much. But you have to have people around you who are able to jump from you're overwhelmed to how can I help in a practical way, and ask in a way that you can actually be like, oh, yes, that would be helpful if you could do this other piece of the thing. It's like, well, what if I do this part of it and then that makes this next part for you easier? It's like, yeah, that's true. That does do that. So that is something that we do for each other. But it only, like, that's the only person I've ever had who ever did that for me effectively. So.
But you know what? That's part of delegating. And, and it's something that you had to, because I will tell you, there has been a time in my life when I had to do everything. It had to be, if it wasn't this way, it wasn't right. But I found I wore myself out. And like how you were saying, how you have somebody who you have trust in. You have trust in Lee. And where you know that Lee knows how you like it. It might not be exactly like it is, but I mean, I think that at some point in time, you have to be able to pick some things and delegate it, and or just feel comfortable, have someone who hears you and knows, and who can take that off your plate. And it might not be 100% the way you want it, but they're going to do it. They're going to show up when they're supposed to. They're going to have it done, and that they have the best intention. They want to help you. And I think that you have to learn to do that. You have to have faith. You have to delegate. You have to do that, because and we talk about this almost every week, every time we get together, if you burn yourself out, you're no good to anybody. So that delegation and that finding that person to delegate the task. So this gives me a little more time. It's like, save you. Who was it? One of you had said about during one of our things about how on the airplane, they say, put your mask on before, and then help the other one. We got to be able to do that. You have to be able to, and if they do it, and if it's not quite right, to be able to go like, okay, all right, well, I would have tied the bow this way, but that's okay. And, and let me show you, this is how I like it, but I appreciate you doing this. And, we have to, as women, start to do that. You have to delegate it. Kanisha, she's showing her boys. Ariel, she's showing, we have to bring everybody in and let somebody take some of this weight off of us, because many times we go through life walking around with this heavy burden on ours, where we got to, you wear yourself out.
Mhm.
Peach,
Great,
delegate.
great point.
Peach, delegate. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get to that space. But I'm learning, and I do appreciate everything that you just said, Michelle. I receive it. I receive it, and I'm going to put it into my heart this holiday season, especially since I have a messed up wrist. So
Mm.
yeah, I don't have a choice. So I'm humble. The universe has humbled me.
Mm.
All right. So I have two more questions. I told y'all I was going to be late. Y'all thought I was going to come probably with these hard, profound questions, but I just wanted to have fun because it's the holiday season. And I understand you ladies have a lot going on, both personal and business wise. So,
Ooh.
what beliefs or expectations make the holidays more stressful for you as a business owner? What beliefs or expectations? I'm going to go with, I think Miss Michelle got a lot to say. I'm going to go with her.
Well, I think the beliefs or expectations, I think particularly, we've got this as you're an entrepreneur. Oh, this is, we've got to either make money or, we've got all these other things that we do. How do you balance everything? And it's okay sometimes just to chill and be with family. It's okay sometimes just to chill and not do anything. I think that the expectations, though, is like everybody expects you to show up in your holiday best, all cheerful. The Ariel's supposed to have like a big spread and everything is supposed to be perfect. You know, uh, you know, Kanisha, she's going to have this. People come with these expectations of what they want to do. And I think that to recognize that it's a new day, we do things differently. And let's do it differently. I think that that's the hardest thing that people bring these belief things. Grandma did it, mama did it, I got to do it. No, you know, no, Ariel's doing it, Peach is doing it, Kanisha's doing it. No, do what's right for you. And I think that it's okay. And to give yourself permission to form your own new belief in your own ceremonies, your own rituals, your own things that you're going to do, and it's okay. And I think that that's what you have to. And that people, though, I mean, I had someone, and I'll tell you, and I believe it was the end of the relationship, because it was like, okay, for Thanksgiving, what do you want? I said, watch some football, chill, And it's like, but I'm going to make this, that, and the other. And because there wasn't that level of appreciation for each piece of the meal, there was something that was wrong. I said, that wasn't what it was about. Make the memories. Memories matter.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving, for me, the best part was sitting on a stool as my mother cooked and talking with her. And tasting. She said, how's this taste? Oh, fine. But most of the time, we'd just be talking. Memories matter. So have your own belief system. Don't worry about what expectations other people have. What do you want out of it? Hey, you want to have a good time with your family. You want to put a belief in them. You want to plan something. That's you. Do you. Make yourself happy. And that's the real spirit that we should celebrate all year.
Beautiful. Ariel.
I think it's that expectation that, like women are the magic keepers. We're the ones who are kind of expected to make the holiday magic happen, like no matter kind of like what it costs us. I feel like that would be like, that makes it, that there's a lot of stress. And especially when I'm around like my extended family, there's a lot of like, what do you mean you're not? Like, what do you mean oh my God, you catered Christmas dinner? Like, or, I'm like, yeah, I bought store muffins and a quiche. And I called it a day. So we had food and I had to wake up first thing and start cooking. They're like, didn't you used to make like corned beef hash from scratch? Yeah. And that was a lot of work. Like that was work that started like 3 days in advance. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. It's Christmas for me too. So like those kind of expectations. And like I said, as a business owner, like because my business, like, and because I'm crafty, like I think if it were different, but people like are really like hype. They really are like, I really want you to make me something, and it's like, it's cheaper for me to buy it for you. Like for me, like the cost is so much less. Like the one thing I really don't have a lot of time is, like the one thing I really don't have a lot of is time. And homemade gifts take the most. Like when I'm gonna do like a homemade like Christmas gift spread, like I do try to get like make something for everybody. I start so long. Like one year, everybody got the year my mom got the quilt. My nieces got like homemade pillow pets, like so like sleeping bags with like that transformed into like a pillow. Like my brother got like homemade like pot holders that matched in his house. Like everybody got homemade stuff. Everybody got homemade stuff, and that was it. Like, and I was like, cool. But like that was the plan for all year. I was like, I didn't want anybody to complain. And then the next year it was like, oh, I thought you were gonna make me a quilt. What? Stop. I cannot with y'all. And I'm telling you, and I also stopped giving gifts, homemade gifts to people who I realized didn't appreciate them. Like, you know, if I spend however many months, years, whatever, knitting a scarf for somebody, and then I find it at the bottom of the, you know, the coat closet, like with boots on top of it, like, excuse you. So that, like, you know, people really expect me to like kind of go the extra mile because I am kind of a perfectionist, because I have the ability to do nice things for people. And I'm like, I want to be the same as y'all. I want to go to the store. My brother doesn't even go shopping until Christmas Eve. Like he literally doesn't buy. He's got little kids. I don't understand.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like 9 and 6 and 3, and he doesn't go shopping until Christmas Eve. So I want that like kind of energy. Like I want that whatever happens kind of vibe. Like that's the carefree nature. Like that's what I want. Like I want to get there. So.
I am amazed. How does he even pull that off going through all that stuff?
I'd be tired.
So the running joke, I mean, amongst people like I've known for more than 20 years is that they all want to be my brother when they grow up, because like just work out for him. Like this is a real story. We went to a Sixers game once, like me, my mom, my brother, my stepdad, and we're like, you know, we had like seats. They were not terrible, not great, kind of whatever. And we're like, he was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and get like some snacks. I'm gonna be back. And he was probably around like 12 at the time, like maybe even a little bit younger. He looked young in all his life. He still looks young. And then we're sitting there and he's like, where is he? Where is he? And then when we see him on the like TV sitting on the court next to like a celebrity, like he was literally like on like they're showing the coaches and the bench and he's right there behind them. Like we're like, what the hell? Like, so his life is like that all the time. Like it's just like audacity and a willingness to push boundaries really have been very useful and successful for him. So yeah. Like, so my friends were always like, I want to be him when I grow up. Like I just want things to just work out. Like I'm great. Like don't we all just wish like that you could go to the store very last minute with this amount of money and it all have all the things you need. Nobody asks for a specific thing that they're sold out of. Like it's never that. Like crazy.
Wow. He's charmed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's everybody else's luck. Like nobody else can have any good luck because he's got it all.
I guess I'm back to I don't have no expectations, and I would hope nobody has expectations of me, because I love one thing about me is I love loving on people, and I will say this all the time. I love loving on people, but I don't care. Like I'm gonna do what I can do when I can do it, and I'm not stressing myself out about doing it or how it's gonna get done. If it don't get done, it don't get done. Like I don't like when my kids were younger, like I did stay up all night the day before because the tree was empty, but I was really big on like so I don't have this issue anymore. Because like, I'm glad I'm at this point because my oldest is 20. He'll be 21 in January, and my youngest is 14. I would literally every night wrap gifts, and I even got to the point where it was simple. So I bought all like craft colored paper, like rolls of paper, and then I'm big on memories. If you don't know me, at the bottom of my TikToks, I always put making memories, and I would print out from all year long because I'm a photographer. So I had pictures from all year long. I would just put them in black and white. So if it was a picture by themselves, and that's how I, instead of putting like their names and stuff on them, I started putting their pictures on them in black and white. So each child would know whose gift was whose. And if it was a collective gift, like a game that they had to play together, it'd be a picture of both of them that was in black and white. And I would have like the string, like I don't have that thing anymore, and I don't be caring. I don't know if that sounds right, but I mean, I don't care if that sounds
that.
right.
I'm gonna steal that.
Like,
That's so cute.
I mean, like I would do those, like I did those things, but I'm at a point now that I don't have to do those things anymore, or has to be a really big thing. Maybe later, because my kids are in the back. So later, like grandkids and stuff, like grandkids and stuff. So yeah, like later, real late, y'all, real late. But yeah, but I can't, like, I'm not really worried about that. Like I'm really to a point where I'm not stressing. I can't think what you want. I don't care.
No, I love that. We do, and actually, because I have a largish extended family, there are, between my brother, his kids, my kids, we color code the paper. So like one paper for like every person. So be like, okay, that's the paper we're using for mom, and that's the paper we're using for Darius. And
That's cute.
but I love that though. That's great because it's like an extra gift. Like,
I have to send you a picture of what it looks like under the tree. It is so stinking cute because
that.
it's like, it's just all of it is craft colored paper, and then the pictures are black and white, but the string is either red or, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's either red or green, but the craft colored paper may have like, I might have had like some, hearts on it or chevron print or something, but it's really cute. It's really, really cute. And I might sneak in like some red in the middle, you know what I mean? But it was really cute under the tree. I have to find pictures and send it to you.
That is so cute. I love that.
Yeah, make
I don't
sure
gotta worry
y'all
about that no more,
share
though.
pictures. Yeah, share pictures so we can share it during one of the streams. That would be cute
Yeah.
to give
Let me see if I can
ideas.
find it.
I was just looking at Christmas pictures earlier, like just because like this is the season, and like my iPad is trying to remind me of when my kids were cute, so I still continue to love them now that they're significantly less cute. I mean, you know what I mean. Like it was like the next time I trip over sneakers that I've said, please don't leave right in the doorway as soon as you come in the house. Like you love them a little bit, no, but you definitely, like, they're definitely not nearly as cute as they used to be when they were like adorable like toddlers, and so it was reminding me and how like grateful they used to. I'm like, look at this present I had. Like they were so cute. And my kids weren't even the like rip through it kind, like like. They didn't like just go tearing through like piranha like through Christmas presents. Like they literally like they would take turns. Like they would open and then the other one would open. They would want to see what each other got, and then they would be like, "Oh, look what I got! How cool is that? Oh, I think we can share this." Like they were adorable. And I do kind of miss like now like I said we do big. I was like we get a couple of things, but I hope they understand. Like I said, they love the idea of the white elephant. Now that they're big enough, I'm like, cool. So we're gonna have it, and then we're gonna fight it out, and then everybody will get like one thing, and I probably will come past and sneak and put like some stocking stuffers. But like it's gonna be light this year. We just moved, like, and all of the things. See all that furniture you got? Merry Christmas. That delicious meal you're eating for Thanksgiving. That's what I got on it.
Oh man, I love you guys. Why does my life seem so complex? Am I making my life more complex than what it needs to be? Aaron, a little.
No, that's because
Okay.
that's what it is. It's like that's what it means. Like you wake up one day and you're like, why am I doing this? Like, who is all of this for? And especially if you like look around and nobody's even appreciating it. Now they appreciate it when you stop doing it. Like that's the one, right? Like
Mhm.
the first year I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not helping. I'm not doing it. And my mom was like, all right, you really just want to buy it? I was like, I really just want to buy the meal. And everybody was like, it's not as good as what y'all make. I was like, you know what? It tastes realicious to me. It tastes like 5 hours of my life I didn't have to spend standing at the stove. So I don't know what you guys like, what it looks like to you to help make that work more worth doing. But I'll tell you right now, this tastes wonderful. Like time in my day back tastes priceless. And they were like, all right. So if we help, if we do this, what if we cater, like if we get breakfast? Like they started brainstorming because like once it was gone, I was like, oh cool. I never have to do that again. They were like, wait, hold up, pause. I'm like, oh, it's not a goddamn thing. I was like, I don't want it. I don't want it to be like that. How can we fix it? Like, I don't know how everybody needs to like chip in or chime in to make it not be awful, but please do that because like,
Oh, okay.
it's just too much. It's too like there is a lot of like pressure to be perfect at the holidays and to do all the things, all the same pressure I feel like we always have all the time. It's worse, like because what do you mean you're not cooking a Thanksgiving dinner? What do you mean you're not making your gravy from scratch? Like, and that's like from outside stranger people. Like, we're not even going to talk about how your families feel about it. Like, and I do think that there is a whole thing from Black women about how we keep home and like maintain family. Like, there's a lot of pressure to be like to do it properly.
Right. Right.
Glad I'm not in that predicament anymore. I am fine by myself.
No, I mean, you just got to be like, no, I can't. And then explain why. Like, do you guys want me? Like, this isn't fair. Like, did it feel fair? Y'all are upstairs playing video games and I'm down here cooking for 12 hours and then cleaning for 3? Like, no, thank you.
After my mother died, like I said, the first year, like some of them tried to do it. The next year, I had made reservations. I made reservations. We showed up. They took us to our table. The meal came. We had drinks. We had great service. And they said, well, it's not the same. I said, oh, but isn't it so much better? And my father was like, well, actually, yeah, it is. And we had conversations around the table. And I said, this is how I do it. And I kind of think, and before my mother had died, she and I had talked about doing that. And she said, you know what? That might be kind of nice not to be stuck in the kitchen. So that's what we did. After she was gone, and we raised our glasses to her, and you know what? It was perfect. And the icing on the cake was because my father was like he was going to drag his feet. Girl, I had a limo pick him up.
That's a great idea.
And he comes out, we roll up, everybody was green with envy, but I said, hey, this is how Michelle does it.
I like it. I'm gonna point to you. I'm gonna be like, so this is why, because Miss Michelle told me that I'm following the blueprint. Like, look, happy life. Can't be spending 8 hours cooking food. Like, I mean, 8 hours.
She said, yep.
8 hours is light. I'm not even going to like play. Like, one year, my mom
like
a recipe for focaccia bread stuffing, and I literally had to make focaccia bread like 2 days in advance.
I'm about to say, it's definitely when you're cooking all of the things, like it takes it's more than 8 hours. Like you start the night before, or you make the greens at a time, and then you freeze the greens so you can take them back out and warm them up. That way the greens are done. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, yep. That's why I don't even care no more. Yep.
Me and my bestie used to have a tradition on like for New Year's, where we would, because she lives in Delaware, we would FaceTime each other while we processed greens, like because both of us that was one of the things that we made for our families. like kind of an always have. And so like we would be on the phone with each other for hours, like that, like, you know, like you guys soak them and then pull them out and then take like, and that would be us, like, what do you think? You think this is too thick? If this is good, this is gonna be good. This has got to be good enough. Like that would be like us by like 12 midnight. Like we'd be like, forget it. Like this is gonna have to do. Like I can't chiffon the greens anymore. Like yeah, she's like one year she was like, what if we work together, make the greens, and then split it? I was like, I love it. Let's go. Like I was like, we'll both do it. And then, cause like, I was like, we both got sick of all of the leftover waste. It's like, did y'all really have me out here like making greens for y'all? And then half the pot, y'all don't even want them.
No, y'all better eat.
Y'all better eat these greens. Yeah.
Y'all better take some home. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That was when my brother became vegan. And so I made the greens vegan. And then everybody was like, oh, but they don't taste the same. Yeah, no, they don't. What?
You want to cook them? See, that's where my mouth comes into play. Because then I'd be like, oh, you wanted to cook them?
I was like, well, of course. I was like, why would vegetarian greens taste the same as greens with smoked turkey legs? Like, why would that be the case? How was I supposed to do that? Stop it.
Okay, my brain just went like this. Wait, what?
I'm just trying to figure out. Miss Michelle said it a while ago about why we going here. I would be looking at people like, so you was about to cook it? Like
nobody. So, and that's the other thing. So my Aunt Bobby and me were really close. And so there's a bunch of things that she used to make that I know how to make how she made them, that even my mom doesn't have those recipes. And so they always like tapping me like, hey, Ariel, can you come and make a sweet potato pie? No, I cannot. Like, nobody got time to make Aunt Bobby sweet potato pie. It takes forever because she was like old school. And she always made like 4 pies at a time. Like, you know what I mean? Like when like you make like that big batch of filling and you're like,
yeah, so you pour enough in here and you pour enough in here. You gotta make enough, and then these 2 go on the top shelf, these 2 go on the bottom shelf, but you gotta separate them so you know the broiler's right and the bottom's right. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I can cook my pie off.
No, I do.
But I ain't got.
Yeah, like, oh, any chance that you could just send over a pie? What do I look like, Patti LaBelle? Stop playing with me. No.
Yeah, like don't do that.
No, I don't. You know. Yeah,
I know people, and I don't know about y'all, but do you guys experience the no shock? Like did she just say no? Yeah, she said no. Where they're like, I can't believe it. What? It's the holidays. It's like, for me too. Like,
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had that problem because I think I've always been vocal. So regardless, it's been like it might be a fake, like, oh man, you know what I mean, but not like you really didn't. It's like, oh yeah, because you know I'm gonna say exactly what I just told. Was you about to cook it?
My
family, yeah, my mom is like that.
Sister got that gene. I sat and had great conversations with my mother and she cooked. Okay, that's what I got. Great conversations. I often would pick the wine. My sister got that. Get in there, and now she would vibe with you about that potato pie and all that. I'm going like, huh? You know, huh? You know, is there a restaurant?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
my
Aunt Bobby used to strain the potato pie so that it didn't have any of the strings from the sweet potatoes in it. Like, she was so for real about it. So, no. Like, is that what you want for Christmas? You want Aunt Bobby sweet potato pie? Got you. Yeah.
Wow, this question went all the way everywhere. But I guess I gotta answer it, right? I think from a business standpoint, it's always the belief that you have to accommodate everyone that walks through your door or patronize you, and you have to figure that out. And that is kind of the struggle with me. Like I said, the nonprofit does a holiday party, so it's always the pressure to make everyone feel comfortable, to remember everyone so that they have a memorable moment. and to have the proper head count because we give out a gift every year to each person. So it's just always that belief. Oh, we got to accommodate. We got to think ahead. Somebody's going to be vegan. Somebody's going to want this. Somebody's going to need to have that. Oh my God. Do we have the pills for the person that might overdrink and have the headache? Do we have this? Do we have the pads? Because somebody period might come. Like, come on. We got to think about all of these things. And so
so wait. Time out. Are you literally like not trying to have grown people act like grown people and manage any of their own?
Yeah, that's almost. Did you catch Ariel? Were you talking about the pills?
Yes.
I was like,
see, that's
you your own ibuprofen.
That's what I'm saying. That's too much.
We're talking about grown
that
people
part
who
out.
have had their periods for at least a decade, can't remember to bring products. Like, stop.
Hey,
like,
listen. You got to be
Ariel
prepared.
On that, but you worried about too much. You worry about too much. That, as Ariel said, they grown. If they got a headache from drinking, that's on them. They ain't got their pads and their tampons. That's on them. Like I'm with Ariel. I caught that too. Like, hold up, wait. We gotta make sure we got pills in case somebody got it. I mean, that's very nice of you. I am almost positive they appreciate you with all their heart. But that's their business, not yours.
Thank you.
Look, I have a sewing kit and a steamer.
You of the responsibility of managing other grown folks' business.
Look,
that's not.
You say we're serving this and that. If you don't eat it, you're welcome to come, but eat before you get here. You know,
you have one gift.
I appreciate. I'm not saying I don't appreciate the food that I'm going to be able to eat, but listen, you doing like you straight.
Look,
sorry, you know, because I could really. I mean, that's it. Like if I look and I know how much work it goes into. I'm gonna eat before I get there. You know, if I have anything, I'm just gonna go in. Smile, be nice, and not worry about the food because they don't have what I want to eat. Or
exactly,
you know. But shoot, no, you're a good one. You're a good one.
Yes,
we accommodate. I see.
Listen,
I'm gonna have to do an intervention on you. Roll up with a lemon, come on, girl.
There you go, Miss Michelle. Go get her.
No, look, I have a sewing kit. If your dress rips because you're dancing,
that's too much.
I'm coming. If your dress look wrinkled, I got a steamer. Let me steam this down.
Nope. That's not your problem. That is not. That's not your problem. That has nothing to do with you. That's why you walk around with slippers on and no shoes with your dress. That ain't got nothing to do with you. And your wig, you were saying your wig was crooked. No, Miss Michelle, go pick her up so she know, because that's too much, Miss Michelle. I'm like you. I eat, and someone who understands my own lifestyle, and I take accountability for my own health, right? You can't take accountability for my health. I'm not saying I don't appreciate the food, like I said, that you will be providing that I can eat. But listen, I make sure I keep snacks because not everywhere I go can accommodate me. I'm not expecting you to accommodate me. Like, nah, if you're a real one, I'm not expecting you to accommodate me. Nope. I'm coming for the purpose I'm supposed to be coming for, not the food.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So I'm doing too much.
You are.
You're doing
Yeah, everything is not your responsibility. Like, like I feel like reasonable expectations of a party. If I know there's gonna be food, then food. If like know, if there's gonna be drinks, like I just need to know, is it a cash bar, an open bar? That way I need to make my own arrangements for headaches, for getting home safely, for if my dress rips and I have to just leave, or I have to decide I'm not going to leave. Like, I don't know, like all of that. Like, I've never, you make me feel like I didn't do it right. Like, I'm just over here.
You're doing too much. Stop. Don't do that, Ariel. Don't do that to yourself.
I have had many a party. I have thrown many an event, and never, not one time was I like, oh, let me make sure I have ibuprofen. Hangovers from the booze.
You know, now if somebody passes out, okay, I'm gonna say we're a doctor in the house, or maybe do something. But I don't prepare for that.
And when it comes to the ibuprofen, for me, I always keep like my own holistic things on me. Like, oh, somebody's got a headache. It's like, oh, you got a headache? Oh, okay. So I got something. You know what I mean? That's when you work together as a village and as a team in the room. It's like, oh, you got ibuprofen? Yeah, I got ibuprofen. Or I'm always looking at somebody like, I gotta ask first. I do Reiki. You want me to help? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm one of them. Like, Can I make your headache like one of them people? I'm not. Nope, you're doing too much. I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna
I
be real.
guess
Nope.
I understand, like, if we're talking about like making sure that there are feminine hygiene products available in a bathroom, but like
Yeah, something like that.
sewing kits is bananas.
And the
I
pills,
literally have an entire business, and I've never had a needle and thread in an event. Like,
and
not
the
once.
pills, the pills too. The pills got me. Nope, you're doing too much. You stressing yourself out about something.
I have literally gone to events where I made the clothing. Like, I went to weddings where I made the suit and the wedding dress, and I still didn't bring a sewing kit. Let me tell you, like, that is a lot. That is
Listen, I even come with spare dresses just in
no,
case.
no,
Girl,
Like I am just like
they just
you're doing too much. You're doing too much. So now you got small, medium, and large. Like, come on now, really? Extra large. Like you got different colors. You got shoes.
You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that you probably buy individual presents. I'm hearing that you.
I used to like at home. I do, and I tried to do it for the holiday party, but I was like, I would have to create a whole form to figure out what everybody want, and then that might be too time consuming. We considered that.
Yeah, see, absolutely crazy. No, who at home who talked you off of that ledge? Who was like, babe, this is just a lie. Like,
my board was like, no, I don't think that's gonna work out. We gotta come up with something. Okay, so how about awards?
Here's what you need to do. You need to go to the laziest person you know with all of your planning, first off, and then one, they'll make it very efficient. And they're gonna shave off all the extra. They're gonna shave off all the dumb shit. Like they're gonna get rid of everything that does not need to be there, and they're gonna get the rest of it as efficiently as possible because they're like, I don't want to do the work. Make it their problem. Just like a really like, you know, and I know somebody comes to mind. Don't act like they didn't. Like, just run it by them. Here's all the things that need to happen. You're go.
That would be smack. But listen, that's just the tip, right? That's one part. And then the other part is about making the event better than the last one. So I'm always competing with myself.
Okay.
No, just no. No, you're not. It's a new year. If we're first off, I would like to point out, I feel like anybody doing anything at the same level as last year is a winner in my book. This has been a crazy year. Lots of things are happening. Everything is harder to accomplish. We're not even gonna get into like the nonprofit, like all of the things. So like if you're able to just be at a level and acknowledging, hey, it's hard. Yeah, that's it. That's like I think that's the bar. Like I don't think you have to do like there's not, you don't need to show yourself up from last year.
No.
But that is just a me thing. And you know what's crazy? When I go to other events, I'm like, am I doing too much? Like this year, I have a band.
Yes,
because I feel like we deserve a band. And I'm like,
well, that's kind of like having a DJ, so I can get that. But
no, I'm gonna have a DJ and a band. Like I want the community and the allies to enjoy a Christmas, a holiday.
This is like me and my mom when I'm trying to explain to her that there are only 10 people and we do not need turkey and beef and ham. Like
but we do. We need a selection.
You do not need a band and a DJ. Pick one. Why would you need both? Why would you need both?
Because when the band stops playing, I want to hear a DJ.
You're a nonprofit, right?
Yes.
You're paying for this out of your nonprofit?
Yes.
Come on, man. Like, first off, like the impact of the dollars needs to be taken into account. Nobody wants to have a DJ more than they want you to do the work that you're supposed to be doing.
Okay. Well, we're still gonna have the DJ and the band because I want. This is what I want for my extended family.
All right.
It sounds like the DJ and the music part sounds like a personal preference, and I can't argue with that because I am really big on sound therapy. So I'm the type that walks around like right now. I've got an earbud in this ear.
Yes, because Kanisha, please.
Because when it comes to music, and sound therapy, it keeps me going. If the room's too quiet, I will hit that button on my, like I will tap my earbud and keep on moving. So I can get the music because music is definitely therapy. But when it comes to the and I can see, because I love music with my kids too, so I can see the two difference, because when the DJ's tired, you do got the sing, you do have the band that gives you that more kind of interaction. The DJ is just on a mic, the band's more personal, I believe. I feel like, and then when it comes to, you just doing too much when it comes to pills, pads. You're doing too much when it comes to pills, pads, dresses. I mean, what else you got? Shoes, pantyhose.
I
I mean,
carry
you got
spare
everything.
You got
and
the purse
yes.
match the dress.
Right, for real. What else you missing? You got jewelry, everything. Just tell people, just come and you pick a dress out the closet if that's the case. Because
Look. I started to have, for this nonprofit for House of Peach, I wanted to have an event for women where I had a clothing closet. If you couldn't find something to wear, you go in, put something on, and attend the event. This is how
that's beforehand, not at the event. That's too much.
that's
You
how
do
my
that
brain
beforehand.
be thinking, like, oh, and then someone
but
said,
I
yeah,
love
beforehand.
Okay, I work with this group, Lupus Detroit, and they were going to have an event, and they have, and they were concerned about it. The week before, we just put a thing out. I mean, I did it on my show. We put it on the airwaves. Everybody has a gown or something in their closet that they're not wearing. Bring it to the meeting before, and people found that they found an outfit that they could wear there, but not the day of.
Yeah,
I love that. Like a gown.
I was at a thing and I had on a white dress. Somebody was tipsy, poured red wine on it. All the host did was pour some club soda on me, pour a jacket over me, took me in the bathroom and did a hair dryer. No extra outfit.
I would have ran with my dress. Here's an extra dress. Come in the back.
Yeah, nobody was like that. It's like, you cool? Okay. And we went back out. I mean, you're doing too much. You're doing too much.
Yeah,
I feel an intervention coming.
Yeah, we can do that. I feel you, Miss Michelle.
I do. I need an intervention. I can admit that. I'm even monitoring the bathrooms because people have gone in and had relations. And so I'm like watching that. So
wait, you have to do that personally?
I have done it just to not ruin the nonprofit name, because we had some physical activity in the restroom.
Think anything of you if people are trifling in public.
That ain't got nothing, right?
And
tell
I'm
her,
like,
Ariel,
don't mess up our reputation.
So here's the thing. So we're thinking about, like, you really do need to delegate. So anything, like, so if you were going to charge your nonprofit for your time, like, that's how you should be delegating it. Like, checking the bathrooms to make sure that there's only 2 feet per stall is not for the CEO to do. Like, that's not, not for you. That's for, like, an intern. That's for somebody who goes to get coffee. Like, that is not for you. You are a big picture and ideas person. You are, I'm going to conceive of and conceptualize and make this event happen. And then I'm going to then make sure we have money to do all of this. That's a you job. And then to go through and, I guess, like, to quality check that things have happened at the level that you want them to, because you're going to be signing the check afterwards to make sure that all of the bills are paid and everything is all up on the up and up. That's a you job. Check in the bathroom. If people, like, if you have a board and they really feel very strongly about sewing kits and extra gowns, then that feels like a them job to make sure that that's the thing that they want to take.
That's just be stuff rolling around in my mind. Like I said, you know what? Y'all are right. I can admit I am extra. I am. They call me Mother Hen. You always been mothering.
On you. Give yourself the gift of no thank you, and less. Give yourself the gift of less.
Because you're doing too much. Tell her, Ariel, she's doing too much.
It sounds like, I mean, listening to it, I'm exhausted.
I mean,
like, what?
You're a nonprofit. You're doing too much. Shoot, they can buy their own aspirin. I mean, you're doing too much. You were supposed to be there to make the event go well, to do a pitch for some more money so that you can do it next year even bigger and better, and continue your programs. You're there to talk about your programming and what you're doing. Not being the mother hen.
I do it all. I do all of that.
You cannot, but you cannot be the mother hen. If their dress is messed up, hey, I will tell you, make sure that none of the dresses are blue because Lee doesn't like blue. But I do remember that. But tell you can put up it. Wear what you got, come in it, but you're not supposed to support.
They're adults. Like, you are not a camp counselor.
Right,
You are not the babysitter. You are not anybody's mama. Like, I know we want to joke about mother hen, but like, it's a lot. Like, and it's got to be so much pressure on you that makes it not sustainable, right? Like, if you're trying to do all that and like exceed your own like limitation, like from the previous year, like be like, oh my God, I need to feel that it's better, and I need to see it, and I need the people to receive it as better and bigger than last year, then something's got to give somewhere. Like, I don't know where that happens. Like, and you're like, I'm like flying off the handle. Well, yeah, of course you are. Like, you're like, oh my God, is there aspirin in the bathrooms in case they have hangovers? Like, of course you are.
Right.
You got to go back. And then I'm assuming you're also doing, and I am somebody who does this too. Like, you're micromanaging. Like, you're like, let me make sure I double check the big things, but like, let me make sure I check the flower arrangements. Let me make sure, is the DJ here on time?
Ariel, I make the flower arrangements.
Ariel, wow.
You need an intervention. You need a
So coming from the mental health side of this, though, for real, Peach, like, you got a lot going on yourself. Worrying about somebody else having aspirin, sewing kit, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, the best, I would honestly say, mental health wise, and for you yourself to make sure you have the best party every single year, that's you being present. You're not present if you worried about who's in the bathroom. You're not present if you worried about how many aspirin or whatever in sewing kits. Like Ariel was saying, designate. You need to be present. Being present is how you're going to make your event bigger and better every year, because you don't even really know what needs to be more extravagant or how you want to make it better if you're not present. You're not technically where you mentally want to be in the actual event because you're not enjoying it yourself. You worried about everybody else. For what?
So I would say real technique, real talk is to literally write down. And this is how you figure out what is for you and what is maybe not necessary for anybody, and then what is for other people. Literally write down every single thing that needs to happen. Like, give it a line item. Don't be vague. Don't be like, figure out marketing. Like, you know what I mean? And that's the example I'm bringing from like Week 360. Be very specific. Like, check flowers, order whatever, finalize with the band. Write down everything and then pick like whatever, like, hopefully it's not insane. Like, you can either give them like a point value of importance or pick a certain amount of things that you need to have your personal touch to, and then give away most of it. Like, you can't do everything. And once you look at the list, like if you look at all of it, you'll recognize that trying to do it all is going to be exhausting. And you'll see some things on there, like literally physically make a list that are not necessary. Like, you're like, I don't actually really care about that. Like, checking in to make sure that the DJ got here, anybody could do that. And if there needs to be an escalation, then that can happen, but somebody can do that. Like, so you give it to somebody that you trust to accomplish the task, and you'll figure out who those people are based on the task itself, based on the importance and how feel like and everything can't be for you. You can't keep more than half of the list. So that's the tool, right? Like, you write it all down, you look at it, you give at least half away.
Okay. Well, I have a whole chalkboard wall that I write everything.
I mean, you won't make me do you like I do these Week 360 goals, where I'm gonna be like, all right, so talk me through, like, give me some big goals. Now, I want every goal that you're talking about for this party. Like, the goal is like to make a successful party. Cool. If it doesn't do that, then it needs to go. We're not keeping it tight. No more than 20 things.
when you delegate and when you do that, you are giving board members and volunteers an opportunity to step up, an opportunity to become more engaged, an opportunity to bring something new to the table so that you can be fabulous over here. They can do the flowers great, really great, and you can be fabulous at something else. And so it's an opportunity. Delegation, I often tell people, when you delegate to others, you're giving them the opportunity to grow. And not only for them personally to grow, but for the organization to grow.
Right.
And that's why you delegate. And that's why you bring people in. People come in because they want to do something. And give them that opportunity. Give them what they want. They came not only because they some of them came because they want to impress you. Let them impress you.
Okay.
Let them show you what they've got.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
Next holiday party, I will. We already off into the race.
He's not even listening.
have time.
I'm listening. To be honest,
send the limo.
To be honest, all the board members, we all help with the task at hand. It's just me. I have some particulars about me. And so, yes, maybe I do need to delegate, get some personal assistance for myself. But it won't happen this holiday party, but maybe next year.
And you know what? It's their way of showing you how much they appreciate you and love you for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Let them do that for you.
Okay, I'll try. I told you I'm bad at allowing things. I'm gonna try.
That's why you write it down so that you can really see it. Like, I mean, and that's why I that's the suggestion. It's actually in a tool that I teach. We call the quadrant method, where we're only working on the things that are moving our needle forward, like only those big things, because it is so easy to get caught up on the urgent and forget the important, right? So and to leave that behind, like, and just to define the difference is like, we think about it from like a business standpoint. Important is making sure we have inventory. Urgent is we have a customer in our face, right? And not that the customer in our face isn't important, but more important is making sure our business is thriving. So like, that's why I was saying, like, assign them a point value or figure out like, what are the things I absolutely cannot leave behind, I cannot let anybody else do, and then give the rest away. Because you will be surprised at how many things that you've taken on, and like Miss Michelle said, how many things that you've not given somebody else an opportunity to excel at. That was hard for me when I started having like interns and direct reports and things like that, to not just keep doing all the work, but like you start off with something that if it happens badly, it's not the end of the world. And then, and then give responsibility as it's earned. And I think, and that does, it gets people engaged, it gets people really caring, and it makes people feel a part of your movement and your mission in a different way. So
I love that. So love that. Like, we're all speaking in the same way. And Peach, I can honestly say I can totally get it, because I don't trust people to do things. And if I want it done right, I know I got to do it myself. And I don't feel like it's going to be done right. And I feel like it's just not going to, like, I'm picky. But this campaign has taught me a lot, because I can't do everything on my own. And it has made me trust people when I don't, because I'm not a politician. Like, I'm not political. But my team around me is built off of people who are good at certain things. So I can ask certain people for certain things, like they were saying, designated, like, designate people for certain things, give them that. So you feel like they feel like a team, they feel heard, and they feel like we're doing this together. Not that you're not, and they don't feel like a team, but it takes less pressure off you two, so the team can do it and accomplish it without less stress on everybody, since everybody has a goal. Like with my campaign team, I was making sure, because I don't trust people, that I was really well diverse on my team. And my campaign manager is a Black man. I have another Black man who also ran for a position, elected position as well. I have Amber. Amber Lee. She is on my team. I don't know nothing about the LGBTQ community. How am I supposed to answer a question like that? That's just not fair on my end. Like, I don't feel like while I'm running this campaign, if there's an LGBTQ question that I can answer,
you should have called up. I would have been right there.
I made sure I had people on my team that I could trust. So Amber's on my team. I have another white woman to have a white woman's perspective. And I have a black woman as my treasurer. And then I'm a black woman. So we can keep each other grounded. Also have a white man. So learning to trust people and designate those things, because everybody has their specifics at what they do. And they're just very skilled at it. Like Miss Michelle said, let them be good and be skilled and let them rock on. You got this. It's okay to pull back. We're going to learn one of these days. It's going to be okay.
All right, so I will leave the sewing kits at home, and I give
Please
all
do.
of
And the
y'all.
pills.
I
And the
give
pills.
all of y'all virtual hugs
And the
and
pills.
helping me
You leave
shed
the pills home
some of
too.
my mommy hats off. So I'll leave the dress, the shoes, and the sewing kit at home.
You gotta leave the ibuprofen home too.
Yeah, they don't need
I don't
the
know about the ibuprofen. I might need that myself, but
Well, you can leave it. Put that in your bag. Don't put it in your bag.
so the last question for the night. What helps you find your balance again after the holidays are over? I'm gonna go with Michelle. When the holiday's over, what do you do?
Same thing I do every other day. Hey, I go. You know what? I go back in the malls because there's no music and there's a lot of those crazy people are gone. I just go back to being me and loving on my community, loving on people.
What happened?
Here,
Uh,
like Ariel and them didn't get enough bikes. Okay, well, who do I know who can do bikes to get them? Picking up the pieces that are left over after that last sweet potato pie is gone. How do you pick up those pieces? Make sure that people are still loved on, fed, and that I am in a healthy community and providing for it.
Thank you, Miss Michelle. All right, Miss Ariel.
For me, really, like that's when I do a lot of like planning, right? So, like I told you, I run a program for the YW, and I usually put that on the calendar, like usually I'll probably do it by the end of the year, like after the holidays. But I plan the whole year. I sit down and I start like kind of lining it up, looking at like what events do I want to have, what events should I have. Like we, with Changemaker, we also do, like I said, we do blessing bags. So we try to aim those at off seasons. Like we're not trying to, like lots of people are thinking about homeless and other around the holidays, but then January, March, February come around, January, February, March, and then there's nothing. So, trying to look at like the year, that's what I do. I get ready to work. Like I, kind of get back on the horse. Like I take some time where the YW is closed between Christmas and New Year's. And I certainly wasn't working myself and my business during that week for no reason. So that's always been a week off for me. So I take the time, I reset, I relax. I try and do something fun that I want to do. And then it's time to get back on the ride again and start it up all over. So.
Thank you. All right, Miss Kanisha.
I'm with Miss Michelle, and it's another day. I'm back to doing the same, and it's the holidays. The only thing that one of the holidays, my favorite holiday is my birthday and Valentine's Day. So like, because it's both of them February 14th and 18th. So I'm just right back to, it is what it is. Like, okay, we take the tree down now. All right, good. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like when I was younger, it was a big thing. And when my kids were younger, it was a big thing. Like I said, they better wait. But, later on down the line, when the grandkids come, it might be a little different. But I'm not definitely worried about that right now. I don't be caring. Like, it is what it is. When the holiday's over, it's over. And, back to normal, back to the grind. And for me personally, sometimes the holiday seems like one of the most stressful seasons of the year, especially somebody who's really big on mental health. because that's when everybody's stressed out. They don't know what to do. They're trying to find money. They're trying to make their kids happy. They still got to pay bills. They're fun, like they're moving money here and there. Like they're learning how, it's just holiday season is a stressful time for some people. So for me, I'm actually sometimes kind of glad that it's over because people don't have to stress themselves out like that no more. Like it's over with. We ain't worried about trying to find gifts or making this person happy, cooking this food. Everything that we've talked about ain't got to be talked about because it's over with. So I feel like it's a big stress reliever for the community and society as a whole too, mental health wise, to just say, whew, we're done. We're done. Whew. And then you got New Year's and everybody starts drinking and New Year's Eve, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But other than that, I'm another day for me.
Thank you, ladies. Now I'm about to make y'all laugh, right? So we just had this grand discussion about the holiday party. So
Oh Lord.
after the holidays and then the 4 Christmas trees that's within my home, the wreaths, the decorations all over the place, the lavish dinner, because I am a grandmother, mother of 3 children. They're all adults and everybody comes to my house. And when I did have an extended family, they would come over and take pictures inside the house. After that, when the holiday's over, I just sleep and I hibernate for 2 or 3 months, and then I pop back up around March.
Okay.
That's why you start to see the I am me posts and stuff resume. Y'all live streams will start to resume January or maybe February because I've hibernated after all of the exhaustion
The
of
mental health.
It
the
sounds like
holiday.
burnout. That's like sounds like, oh wait, you got burned out every year, and so this is your cycle. I get burned out, and now it takes 3 months to heal, and then I'm back on it again.
It sounds like we are all her therapists because I just said that. Ariel just reiterated it. Miss Michelle's like, send the limo. Like, let's go. We all over here like, I don't know if these are some good ideas, but okay, we listening.
I mean, I'm like over here like, oh, I feel like, and I'm telling you, sometimes when I'm like, and people ask me to do stuff, I don't do anything I don't want to do in that week between Christmas and New Year's. I'm like, people are like, oh my God, are you going to come and see your cousins? No, I'm not doing that. They're like, oh, you want to go down and like go ice skating? No, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm just like, no, I don't want to do any of that. Like, I'm not saying I don't do anything. Like, I go to the movies. I like spend time with people I actually want to see. I eat food I want to eat that I don't have to make. And you know, and that's it. But like, so that like, and I'm telling you, and people are like, you really are gonna, like, you're really not. I was like, I'm really not doing anything else, any extra. And actually, my cousins just started a cousin chat, and I have a lot of cousins. Like I said, my grandfather has 10. There's 10 of him, and then a couple of them had 10. I have 10 of cousins. And they were like, oh, I was thinking we should get together for Thanksgiving. Y'all need to get together on a Wednesday. Like, I don't know why y'all trying to add all this pressure. They're like, all right, well, maybe between Christmas and New Year's. Not my Christmas and New Year's, not this one. I haven't seen some of you in years. Why would I drive? You're Princeton? No, I'm not doing that. Like, I love you. Why don't you come to here? Like, I don't understand, like, make it make sense. And I'm like, people are like, oh my God, that's like so selfish that you, I was like, okay, call it what you want to. I need a week. Like, I'm asking for like 1 week and 1 day a year. Like 1 week, the week between Christmas and New Year's and my birthday. Don't ask me to do anything I don't want to do on those. Like, that's not a lot. You can have the other 51.
Oh, so I guess I'm just really dramatic. That's what I learned from my birthday.
You're not dramatic. You're not dramatic.
No, you're doing, like, you're getting burnt out.
You're not dramatic.
Using up all, like, so that's the thing people don't always understand is when you get into burnout, it takes you so much longer to heal because you've been in a deficit. Like, to use up just your capacity, like, it only takes a normal amount of time to get back into having capacity again. But if you go into the deficits, like, your mental health, it is pouring from, like, you've burned the kettle. Now, like, you might need a new one. Like, and it takes the time to get that. Like, you know, that's not spontaneous. That's not just, oh shucks, like, okay, the cup was empty, and that was the end of that. Like that was, I've caused harm to myself, and I needed this time to I mean, you know, to reboot, to heal, to be able to hear other people's stuff, to be not sensitive, because burnout looks different, right? Like in different people, and in women especially. Like burnout doesn't look like some man like temper tantrum. It looks like you're overly sensitive to criticism. It looks like I don't have the joy of doing the things that are part of my routine. I might do them, I might not. If you're a grown person with grown kids, you probably aren't. You're like, you can cook, order in, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have the joy for my business. Like that happens to me. Like I took on a wedding I shouldn't have taken on. It was a wedding dress, a reception dress, 7 bridesmaids, 2 maids of honor, and the flower. And if you can believe it, yeah, and if you can believe it, one of the bridesmaids' husband was like, any chance you could squeeze a suit in there. And at the end of that, I probably couldn't work for like 6 months. Like I was so burnt out. Like it was so much work. Like and the bride didn't make it especially easy. I mean, she was lovely. She looked amazing, but like she was literally like, can you take it in an inch like the week before the wedding? So like at the end of that, like I was like, I had no joy for my business. And I love my business. I love being part of people's special moments. Like I only take clients I like. I liked her. Some of her bridesmaids I could do without, but she was lovely. But like I couldn't look at my sewing machine. Like it got dusty, literally. And I was so burnt out. Like I normally after a project, I reset. Like I go and reset my space and get rid of all of the fabric from the previous projects and get myself back to base. So I'm ready for the next thing. Man, I feel like I'm still finding fabric from that wedding dress because I never was able to really fully like recover and get rid of it like I normally do. Like that, it like eventually I was broke and was like, all right, yeah, okay, let me call my regular clients and see if they want to be back in the rotation. And we did, but like, yeah, it was hard. Like it's hard to get back, on the ride when you let yourself like lose the joy. And you cannot possibly still be feeling joy if you're like literally like screaming at your family and the people around you because you're so overwhelmed with how much work you have to do.
Yeah, well, I'm a screamer anyway. The stressful situation. I'd be like, I don't know. But look, this topic done. I mean, I didn't think our topic would go this long, but it seems like we've had a lot to say here tonight, and I hope the people that are watching have learned from you guys, but more importantly, learned from me and my craziness during the holidays.
I think what the community and what society saw was love, because y'all know I'm big on love. But I think what the community saw really tonight was love, because we saw the need to tell you and be real with you and let you know that we did not want to see you be burnt out. So we called you out on it and we gave you a mini intervention right in your face because we all could not stand it. We was all like, hold up, wait, pause. What's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
We was all like, wait, with this podcast is about queens empowering each other. So if we need to be empowered, that's what we did. We empowered you tonight, and that's exactly what we did. We saw the need, and we all stepped in and jumped in and was like, wait, hold up, pause. Nah, you're doing too much.
And I appreciate you all, and I'm sending virtual hugs, and I promise my first step is to leave some of that stuff at home. The dress, the shoes, the sewing kit, the steamer.
Yes. Yes. Put your ibuprofen in your purse for you. Put a little bottle, not a big bottle.
I will bring some ibuprofen.
That's for you.
Hey, you got stock in ibuprofen.
Right, Miss Michelle.
The Peach out here pushing ibuprofen. What's happening, girl?
Be over here pushing stuff. What's going on?
And I won't monitor the bathrooms. If someone gets laid in there,
you'll get her. No monitoring the bathrooms. Worrying about 2 people's feet. 2 and 4. You see 4 feet. Oh well, walk out. It is what it is. Listen, you see 4 feet, let them have fun. Hey, you provided fun. All right, I'm gone. I'm out.
Oh my
Worry about
goodness.
something else.
Well, that was our show. How to stay grounded during the holidays as a female entrepreneur. I definitely learned a lot tonight, and I'm going to